Artwork, critiques, Photoshop files, and reference sheets are all available on my Patreon. Well, hello there guys and girls, I hope you're all doing bloody well. My name's Mikey and welcome along to another episode of Draw With Mikey, episode 107. Guys, this particular episode is out on a Friday, I believe, because things are just so kind of janked up over the Christmas period, but also because today, the Thursday that I'm recording on, I've actually been a little bit unwell, and I'm going to explain why, so a trigger warning for anybody who's easily disgusted very, very shortly. Anyone who is new, hi and welcome. This is just the rambling, sort of hour-long midweek normally series where basically I will just draw anything in the background that I happen to be up to, and it's my opportunity to catch up with you guys by reading through the comment section below. This one is a bit of a low energy one because I have spent most of the day kind of in bed just recovering from a horrible experience. So last week we drew some ironic Sonic. It turns out that when you draw a Sonic fan art, things change on your YouTube channel, so loads of people really liked it anyway, so thank you very much. I do gratefully appreciate it. Unusually large amount of people tuned in for last episodes. We've got quite a few comments to work our way through. I will try to keep the pace going, but it does mean you get emails from different advertisers and sponsors who clearly just don't check your actual YouTube channel. So I've had two separate emails that basically went, oh hey, we really love your comment, insert video title name here. So they're just like, we really love your content on DWM 106, Ironic Sonic, that sort of thing. And it's just like, hi, we're looking to sponsor great video game content like yours. Just like, I haven't put a video game on my channel for years. So you do get a lot of that sort of stuff. It kind of puts you on different people's radars for that Sonic thing. I'm really glad you guys enjoyed it. I'll do more shorter, shittier drawings in future as well. At the moment, what's going on in the background? Oh, Spider-Gwen sketches and Daddy Santa sketches as well. Hashtag prepare your chimney. Just because it's Christmas. So Merry Christmas, all you lovely people. And the last thing I wanted to get out of the way is, again, don't forget about the tablet giveaway. Just follow me on Instagram and like my last post and comment on who you'd like to see me draw next time. I'll be collating all of that after Christmas, sort of over that New Year gap, so that we can announce the winner. And other than that, no, really, that's about it. Just drawing some pictures and doing my thing. But uploads are going to be super sketchy over the rest of this Christmas period. I still have some Patreon to catch up with. Still got you guys to catch up with. I will certainly be doing as much live streaming on Twitch as possible over the Christmas window. And yeah, I think that's me kind of caught up with you. So, you ask, Mikey, what should I be drinking if I'm going to be getting some artwork done in the background whilst I listen to your dulcet tones? Well, that's a very handsome question. Hear that? Lovely mug of coffee I've got in a moment. I tried having one earlier, nearly threw it up. So basically, I woke up, and guys, I'm going to start reading through your comments in just a second, including Elmer's Glue's comment is sitting right at the top, and it's in a reference to those Sonic memes, and it just says, no matter how fast I run, I can't outrun the pain. Indeed, Sonic, indeed. See, the problem with being faster than the speed of light is you live forever in the darkness. Everybody knows those deeply sad, regrettable Sonic memes. People trying to make a good Sonic movie. How about you try making a good Sonic game? Quote to Jack's Films. Anyway, so I woke up super early this morning. I don't know why, I was out of sorts. So I was up about 5 and I just thought, fuck it, I'm going to get up and do some breakfast. The problem is that if you wake up too early and you just are borderline still asleep in your brain, it's very, very similar to coming home drunk and trying to do some cooking. So I kind of went downstairs and just looked at what I've got in the fridge, and I just went to put on a load of sweet potatoes for the oven, and I was going to just fry up some like black pudding and onions and halloumi cheese once the wedges were done. And I was so tired, I just thought, oh, even better. What I'll do is I'll just put everything on the tray and I'll just put everything in the oven, and that'll probably be okay. So I did that, made myself tea instead of coffee. That's never a good sign first thing in the morning. And then pulled that out. Basically just had like an entire onion that I just cut in half. So I just had an entire dinner's worth of food, like a really big meal for breakfast. And I sat down, as I was eating it and I was cutting into the slices of black pudding, I was just like, oh, I'm not 100% sure how well cooked this is. But I did look at it and it was definitely steaming from the inside, but the texture, oh God. Guys, I'm going some of this story, but basically the story ends up with me not being able to eat black pudding. Well, think about it. And I fucking nearly retched just then. Oh, Jesus. I did give you a trigger warning, right? So anyway, this black pudding, like, the texture of my Jesus. The texture of my tongue was really disgusting. Sorry, guys. Give me a minute. Oh, fuck. And so I didn't eat the second one. Oh, I'm not even fucking kidding, guys. This is really weird. I'm almost ready to retch. And I just ate the rest of the food, like lovely sweet potatoes, lovely big chunk of halloumi cheese. When you oven it up, it's all like hot in the middle, but it's still solid. There's no goo to worry about. Delicious stuff. And the onions and stuff. So I ate this really massively undercooked oniony kind of meal, and then took my plate downstairs and just looked at the bin in the kitchen. I was just like, I think I'm going to throw up into that bin, and I think I'm going to do it right now. So I just stood there and just vommed solid. And bear in mind, it was a massive fucking meal. It took me so long to vomit up, and because I barely even touched my tea, it wasn't like, there was nothing wet going on. It was thick with thick sweet potatoey, like cheesy. It's disgusting. It was hacking it up. So I completely emptied my stomach because clearly my body was aware of that undercooked black. Oh my god! You can't see me, but my tongue is like leaping up my throat, trying to make me throw up when I'm thinking about it. Anyway, needless to say, I can't eat black pudding. I'm done for black pudding. So I had to go back to bed. I felt really bad after that, and I've spent most of the day sleeping and just like getting over it and just slowly eating some food again. So I had to wait till, basically this is the longest way of me saying I'm recording this really late at night, which is why this episode isn't out on a Thursday. You're probably going to see it on a Friday because I spent most of the day in bed, and thinking about black pudding just destroyed me. When I was a kid, my mum poisoned me with some out-of-date lamb, and I didn't realise at the time that things were so bad between us. No, it's a joke, she did it by accident. But when I sat down for dinner when I was really young, I was really fucking into mint sauce. So I put a shit ton of mint sauce on my lamb, ate it, got horrible food poisoning for a very long time, and I can still eat lamb, but I can't eat mint sauce. It's the mint sauce I remember throwing up, and I can't... Mint sauce and black pudding. And some black olives as well sometimes make my tongue go a bit big and my throat a bit small. But I generally just power through it. But I do have 2 items of food I can't eat. Anyway, guys, that's the quality of this episode. If you ever wondered if you were going to tune into something like this and learn something amazing about art and anime, I hope you're not too disappointed. It's literally all just this sort of stuff. But Jesus Christ. It's a difficult morning for Mikey. Oh God, I was supposed to do some volunteering as well. Fun Guns Pro says, gotta go fap. Yeah. I'm expecting some delicious Sonic puns. Guys, shall we do a question for this episode? One question I've got to you, get in the comment section and let me know, guys. It is the new year coming up. This will probably be the last DWM before New Year's. I could technically fit one in, but I've just got so much to do, I'm honestly not sure if I actually will. But you never know. But just in case not, let me just say I hope you have a bloody happy New Year's. There will be other videos up, so don't worry. But just maybe not a DWM. And I want to know not your New Year's resolutions, because... Excuse me, it's still in the back of my mind. Not your New Year's resolutions, because nobody sticks to them, that's bullshit. But what are your New Year's intentions? So I'm not saying like, oh, I want to quit smoking and stuff like that. But like, next year, is there just some stuff that you felt you weren't doing this year? For me personally, I'm kind of ever so slightly putting my life on hold because of a whole sort of house paying for care home fees situation, which is just not really anything you need to worry about, just some shit I've got going on. So I was just kind of thinking I need to do some travelling next year. It needs to be a little bit more Mikey on tour, and also mega merch as well. Keep an eye out for 2019. But what about you guys? Do you just want to get out the house more? Some of you solos out there, do you need to just find a partner? Some of you partnered people out there, do you need to bite a bullet and break up with that loser? What's going on for you guys? Let me know in the comment section below. Also, any suggestions for anime and manga for me to watch over the period will be gratefully appreciated. Infernal Snow Art says, I never get tired of that JoJo music. Oh, thank you very much, man. Yeah, no, I enjoyed making that intro. And Whatever's Art says, if only they used this Sonic for the movie. Also, I love the intro. Cheers, man. Yeah, so when I did the last episode, we only had the teaser poster, and now we actually know what that Sonic looks like, and that Sonic really does look fucking awful. I really don't get it. Like, who greenlit that? Yeah, okay, anyway. Young Voorhees says, looks a hell of a lot better than the movie version. Yeah, I know, right, mate? And Hale T-Shot says, we all needed this because that realistic Sonic hurts my eyes and this soothes the pain. Well, I hope that's been a sweet balm against the rash, which is the Sonic poster, my friend. Ed Azor, MK22, says, I agree, Mikey. My friends are complaining about YouTube. Oh, yeah, I had a little bit of a moan last time. They're making the creator's life harder if they don't get the recognition. Anyway, I hope I can catch up and become better than you. Oh, sorry, I'm very competitive, but I love drawing and try to practice whenever I can. Oh shit, well if you do practice whenever you can, you probably are going to get better than me, and you're probably going to do it fairly quickly, good sir. All the best. Jackie Dot says, it's called hentai, and it's art. You forgot to add mum in there, but yeah, absolutely. And High Speed Chase says, the Sonic art is adorable. Well, thank you very much, man, I appreciate it. Make sure you follow me on Instagram, guys, so that you can win an XP Pen tablet, and also keep up to date with this shit that I draw from time to time. Let's sip some of his coffee. Oh my god, and I was opening the black puddings and I could see, I swear I saw it like steaming, but the texture, and there's bits of fat and they weren't quite as white as they should be. They were still like see-through. Oh god. I'm so sorry anybody who's wearing headphones. All for the Sloth says, I lost my shit when I saw the Kill Me. Oh yeah, absolutely. And Woot Woot says, guess who's back? Back again. Mikey's back. Late again. Yeah, you're back. I created a monster because nobody wants to see Mikey on time. They want late. Otherwise, oh wait, I'm not even going to go down that route. I think we were singing some Fresh Prince of Bel-Air lyrics on stream, and I got a lot of bad feedback about that, so I've tried to nail it down. One of the things I always try to do on these DWMs is not go into a sing-song, but we're not always successful, guys. There's always a song in the back of my head. Yum Yum Donut says, now all I have to do is delete my history. Absolutely. It's tough to explain. I mean, it is ironic, but it's not ironic enough, I've come to realise. The problem with satire is that if you give it enough time, it just becomes reality. We live in a fucked up world. Keshav Colonel says, you made Sonic the Hedgehog a little bit too sexy. If I don't get a girl in university, I'm getting a hedgehog. Oh, Jesus Christ. This is a quality of comments that I live for. Blue Random says, oh boy, Mikey finally made another video. Let's see what it is. Lenny face, yeah, absolutely. And Leo Corvey says, oh my fucking god, I love the intro. Thank you. Arwin Nina says, when you feel sick of something, make it. Mikey 2018. Oh yeah, absolutely. And obviously in reference to the production of that image in response to me being sick of seeing Sonic. Guy, I'm just going to go back because we talked about, there's a Mario game. And Mario is still Mario, but he's walking around in a world full of more humanized people. Except the Mario character is supposed to be a human. It doesn't fucking mix in my brain. Anyway, side note. What was it called? Mario World? Mario Generations? Pablo18C says, Sonic, are you? Oh my god. And, that's supposed to be an oh my god. But, oh guys, so when you're really sick as well, that bile ruins the back of your throat. Yeah, I'm still talking about it. So, just my voice is absolutely ruined today. I do apologise. Elslure says, yeah, the old days. Yeah, I do miss the old days. And Epic SC says, 2010 to 2013 was best for YouTube in a social aspect, but 2008 and before was the best YouTube in an introverted stroke I hate society way. Oh yeah, that was when the weirdos were allowed to have full free reign. Back then it was less mainstream and less casual, and it was a ton of gaming videos and just straight up fun stuff, since nobody really got paid for anything unless the viewers donated. Yeah, right, so then you had people creating content on there because they wanted to create the content, you know what I mean? They had an idea and they wanted to express it, whereas now it's obviously business first, expression second. A lot less toxicity, and it was just pure fun. Oh, I don't believe that. Like, the YouTube comment sections have always been Satan's armpit. Nowadays, and even in the early 2010s, it's relentless self-promotion, greed and competition. Everybody treats others like shit, and they only care about their own growth. It's definitely better than it was 2 years ago. Do you remember when everything on YouTube was just fucking hate and drama? When Leafy and... who's that other guy with the beard who's just really mean to everybody? The drama guy? And Drama Alert, him. When it was just these guys and really fake prank channels that just were fucking inciting hatred between different cultures for all of their fake bullshit. Anyway, yeah, it was a shit place back then. Kid with a Squid says, well, now my Twitter feed is full of Sonic. Oh boy. Oh, Kid with a Squid. Seeing as you bring that up, really random side note that nobody's asked me about. I was just scrolling through my Twitter this morning, and there's like a few like hotties that I follow, and some of them might be like adult workers, but I follow a wide range of people. It's not just pure perving. And it was really interesting. I saw one of them tweet this massive complaint where she was like, I'm sick of how I see like a Twitch streamer tweet something stupid like, I'm wearing socks today, and get 400 likes, whereas my tweets barely get 100 likes, and I have like 300k people following me or something like this. Anyway, she was complaining about people not liking her tweets. And he was just going on a moaning rant like, oh, I'm thinking about deleting my Twitter account and just starting again and all this sort of stuff. And she's like, if you read my tweets and stuff, it's polite to like it. And I was just like, wow. That's a great way to blame other people. Like, maybe you want to look at your own tweets and your own content, and maybe because you're an adult worker, you've probably attracted more of an audience who are happy to watch, but maybe not so happy to engage. Like, I'm not hating, by the way, or judging, but I'm just like, be aware of what you do, and just maybe it's not everybody else's fault. And the reason why I say this is that there's somebody I used to work with, I won't name names, who is a very nice guy, but he does photograph a lot of lewd ladies and stuff like that. Like, I think he sort of takes pictures of suicide girls and things. And what he does on Twitter is that he will like a lot of pornographic stuff. There'll be like just a lot of, very short GIFs and clips of just full on, stuff going in vaginas and things like that. And the problem with Twitter is that if I open my phone in an office somewhere to just check my notes, on my Twitter feed will be that particular extremely graphic image because somebody I followed has liked it, which is always just like, oh, Jesus, I was not prepared for watching that. So that's always a bit of a pain. I need to learn how to mute people. But equally, it's just like, another lady on Twitter who is, I don't think she's a full-on adult worker. I think she just does very lewd photo shoots for Patreon. But she had the exact same issue, and her approach to it was the exact opposite. It was really interesting because I saw both these things back to back, unless one of them was subtly making a jab at the other. And she was just like, thank you for all of the support on Twitter. We hit this many followers. I appreciate I get loads more likes on my casual stuff and my lewd stuff because a lot of you guys probably don't want to like stuff when you've got younger family members who follow your Twitter feed. But let me just say thank you all for support on Patreon. I hope you have a bloody good year and all this sort of stuff. And the difference in outlook and that, it was just so remarkable because it's like, and again, nobody's asking, but I'm telling you anyway. It's like when you see people, and I'm going to be honest here, I do actually see more Twitch girls, because I follow, I guess, a lot of them, complaining about how they get a lot of shit from guys being like, well, if you weren't a girl and you were streaming, you'd have half your audience and stuff. I do see more of them reacting to it than I actually these days see guys complaining about it, if that makes sense. Not that I'm making any defense or making any attacks, because it is true. Girl streamers get shit from guys a lot, especially jealous guys. And that's the point. If you're a bloke and you're in a mood about a girl streamer who you think is getting a better audience than you simply because she's got a pair of boobs or something like that, then you're someone who's trying to place blame outside of yourself for your lack of personal success and stuff like that. Spend less time worrying about girl streamers and spend more time just enjoying and making your own content as good as it can be. And it'll just fucking change your outlook. Anyway, yeah, that's there's no point to what I've got to say. There's no sort of end result. I just wanted to share that because it's on my mind, seeing as you reminded me, could have a squid. Anyway, let me get back to you guys in a comment. It just really, I was just like, wow, I can't believe somebody who's an adult, by the way, was just bitching about her own followers and how she wasn't satisfied with her followers liking enough of her posts compared to somebody else who's just grateful to have people along for the ride. I was just like, wow, just have a look at your own outlook. Anyway. Amber Schaefer says, I'm not really drawing, but doing Chinese calligraphy over and over. Oh, repeat techniques for a college course final tomorrow. Oh, Amber, how did it go? All the best with that, I hope. As with food, I forget everything after 15 minutes. Oh, my God. Yeah, I used to forget everything, but trust me, that black pudding's staying in my mind. I fucking borderline dreamed about it last night. Has anybody seen Sinister? I fucking had this dream. I was going up into the attic and there's this black pudding waiting for me. It was fucking horrible. Give me a minute. Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. I've got to stop bringing that up. Oh, my God. Woot Woot continues to say, the only part I watched of the 2018 Game Awards was Christopher Judge saying, read it, boy. Edit, when are you usually streaming on Twitch? I caught one of your streams once and I haven't seen you since. Watch the Ash stream. Oh, thanks for hanging out, man. I haven't actually watched any of the Game Awards, so I don't really know what you're referencing, good sir, but I will come back to it, I'm sure. I remember the guy who's just like, is this some kind of early April Fool's joke? And there's a really good meme where he's been drawn into a really simple picture of One Punch Man. Saitama, it's well good. Anyway, I'm going to be streaming loads. Make sure you follow me on Twitter or Instagram. I will always post out when I'm streaming the art. I only really tweet instead of Insta story when I'm streaming video games. But we've got so many great games to play. I'm looking at a pile of them right now off to my side. I've just still got more artwork to do. I've only got to wrap up the Hardcore Crew on Patreon now. I'm working on that. Whilst you're listening to this, I'm probably working on that right now. And then all I need to do is actually crack out a nice fan art over the next couple of days for the November crowd and do all of the rewards around that. And then as long as I make sure I go straight into the December stuff, because by then it'll probably be around the 5th of January, but I'm back on track. Although January is going to be a mess because I've got to sort of go to court and talk to stuff about my house and whether or not I still get to live here or if it's got to be sold and all that sort of bullshit in the background. Monkey D. Keaton says, Mikey, you lovely bloke. Monkey, straight back at you, you lovely man. And Yukino Memory says, oh my god, it's beautiful. Oh, you like that Sonic. Sonnet, should we call her? Oh, well, very on topic. La Piña Kawaii literally says, Sonicet. Sonicet is too long, it's not contracted enough, so we're going to go with sonnet, but we haven't done any tales. I was thinking we could do a really similar tales one, and it just says something like God is dead, but I don't want to offend too many people. James Griffin says, oh Mikey, always a great source of inspiration. Thank you, James, you're too kind, man. And Chocobo Kid says, this is more Super Sonico than it is Super Hedgehog, named Sonic the Hedgehog. Yes, it is. Your sentence was about 3 words too long, but you really nailed the point, so excellent. It is more Sonico than Sonic. Spectacular Chip 180 says, hi Mikey, with lots of smiley faces. Hello, very good sir. And Game On says, good day to you sir, hope all is well. Yeah, Game On, busy times, a lot going on, there's a lot of things I've got to fit in. The overall theme is positive though, so I can't really complain. Stargamer says, thanks Mikey, it's because of you that I'm also pursuing my dream in drawing anime. Yes, got him. Wait, got him. That's what you say. Thanks for being so awesome. I'm not. I'm a mess, but thank you for your kind comments. And Cornetta plus 11 says, first. Oh, wow, good effort. All the Sloth says, we all do, mate. We all do, yeah. In terms of missing the past, absolutely. Oh, yeah, guys, don't forget, if you've got anything you want to say to me, ask me, whatever, get yourself in the comments section if I haven't said it already. But really do tell me about how kind of this year is comparing to your hopes for next year, really. That's kind of really what's just been on my mind a lot, at least, anyway. Kweko Kun says, have you watched The Time I Got Reincarnated into a Slime yet? Dude, I haven't. I've actually... So obviously, for the tablet giveaway, I'm asking you guys, what character should I be drawing next? And the strong majority of suggestions so far have been... Oh, guys! Have been Spider-Gwen, and they've been... I want to say Sword Maiden from Goblin Slayer? Anyway... I was supposed to watch Into the Spider-Verse this morning as well. I was really fucking looking forward to that and I had to sack it off because I had to go... I was just so fucking feeling so bad after that food. Anyway, so yeah, when am I going to fit in Spider-Man? I really want to watch that. So anyway, a lot of the requests have been Spider-Gwen and Sword Maiden. So despite me, because I've said this before, but I was really intrigued about what Goblin Slayer might be, because it implied loads of real-world consequences against the act of going into dungeons where you're not prepared. And I was like, wow, is it kind of putting a real-life is hard spin on this kind of fantasy genre? And it turned out it really wasn't that good after all. It's a bit meh. But you guys told me that the manga's worth reading, the first arc and all this sort of stuff, and because there's so many Sword Maiden requests, I've actually put the anime back on. So I'm up to episode 5, where they do the Goblin Dungeon with the slightly higher ranked crew, and then this is the one after where like some kid loses his sword or something and he has to borrow a club or some bullshit like that. Basically, I'm trying to watch it till we get to some sort of really sexy Sword Maiden, and then we can address that over the later part of Christmas. Anyway, Yuri Bremner says, finally get used to my Galmon. Oh, excellent. Still far from the skill of you, but I'm happy with my progress, and I think to share it. Yeah, Yuri, share your artwork. On Twitch is the best place for me to actually catch it these days. People still message my Facebook page, because I still get the alerts. Let's not talk about the last time I checked my Facebook page. G. Wilby says, Mikey. And just that, hello G. Wilby, how you doing, man? And Rebecca Vocal Athlete says, lol, someone said I was the vocal version of you. Great vibe and channel, sweet pea. Oh, what a kind message. Rebecca Vocal Athlete, it looks like you've got a tick next to your name. Are you a YouTuber? I'm just going to give you a really quick click on another tab. You are a YouTuber. And it looks like you're a vocal coach who reacts to other people's things. Oh, how lovely. I'll give you a subscribe and I'll come back to you one day. I dare say, Rebecca Vocal Athlete, that you go onto a lot of people's pages if they've got a popular video and you say, oh, someone said I was a vocal version of you, ? Which means you probably attract a lot of traffic back to your channel. I can see your clever marketing mass commenting ways. Don't you worry, I can read between the lines, but I don't have a problem with it either. Regular Commentator says, you haven't drawn yourself, huh? Oh, Regular, we once did some bearded Mikeys a long time ago. So many complaints. Oh no, it was bearded ladies. It was gender bent mikeymegamegas with mugs of tea and a beard, but boobs. You did not like it. CSTID says, Mikey, Here's a weird and random crisis that I personally have. Oh mate, what's going on? I bought an XP Pen 22-inch last year at Christmas. My amazing wife pushed it to me because she knew how important arting is to me. Insert fart joke. Yes. I draw my comic on my Galaxy Note 10.1 though. I sketch traditionally, ink on the tablet and colour on the tablet. I do this because it's more productive and can draw on the go. But the problem is, read more, that I spent a lot of money on a screen tablet and I don't use, and I feel ultra guilty like I wasted money. For the love of God, Mikey, please think about the children and alleviate. You've got to think about the children, for the love of God. Alleviate my guilt. Sincerely, this guy. Yes, TID. This has been a worthy waste of your time. You're welcome. Yeah, thank you so much. P.S. The song you were singing and referring to, great karaoke, by the bizarre royal Cradle to the Grave soundtrack. Really? What was that? Okay, I'm gonna put that into my notepad. Thank you very much. Gotta stop singing it for DWMs. Yeah, no, thank you very much, dude. However, I mean, that's a great tablet, but if you're not using it, you can always have it as your backup tablet. If your mobile one doesn't quite make it or kicks the dust, good sir, or you could eBay it, of course, but maybe you don't want to do that because your wife pushed it onto you and you want to kind of show that you value her spending the time to want to have good equipment for you. Don't feel guilty about it though. Never feel guilty about using equipment that works for you best personally, because that's the best way to force your artwork and your own time and life down into a path that isn't the best option for you. And if your wife cares about you, by the sound of it, she really does, then she's going to appreciate that you need to use the equipment that works for you. And all you need to do is show that you appreciate her fucking giving you her attention and time and wanting to get a better tablet anyway, even if it's not the right tablet for her. It's the intent, right? If you ever get a gift you don't like, you still say thank you because somebody bothered to fucking think about you. So yeah, just be open with your wife and just let her know how much like you fucking love her for that sort of shit. There we go. Is that my marriage counselling advice? No, it's just my a guilt alleviation advice. Cool Sonic Man says, I'll tell you what you could do. You could undercook her some black pudding and just put her in hospital, and then you don't have to use anything. She's never going to be there to see it. Cool Sonic Man says, first time viewer, and I'm loving your work and commentary. Oh, thank you very much. Welcome around. Very nice to listen to in the background whilst I get some drawings of my own done. Definitely looking forward to more. Oh, I'm always so sorry that my video production is so poor, but I'm always all over the place. I'm a little bit behind, which really shows. Basically, I'm always only just treading water, like just spinning plates. There we go, it's a better metaphor. And if I get behind, then it becomes apparent how just in time my modelling and production process is. So as well as all of these YouTuberies, I've got oh my god, I've got to sort these tablet reviews ASAP. And then I've got the other YouTube channel where I've got to cram down all of the Game of Thrones stuff. And I've got to sort out shit with my mum and got to sort out shit fighting against a solicitor. And then my poor friends have like still got all of my shit in their house. They've had to move it all into the garage now. Those poor bastards. Fucking love them. So yeah, there's a whole load of things going on, mate. A whole load. And I still want to play video games and actually have some time for myself, but it's not really happening. Guys, did I talk about The Haunting of Hill House the other week? Fucking love that. Absolutely fucking love that. If you haven't watched The Haunting of Hill House and you're anything like me and you thought that maybe the age of horror stuff was dead because, you know, there's Annabelle Creation 24 and all this other cheap to make bullshit that you don't care about anymore, trust me, The Haunting of Hill House is genuinely good because it mixes in that element of sort of mental illness and stuff like that into the whole nature of these characters and the nature of The Haunting. Great show, great show. There's a little bit of a contract which jumps out of nowhere at the very end, made between one family and another family, some kind of contract for something to happen, and it really is just rushed out of nowhere and really badly written into the situation, which is a bit of a shame. But other than that, I actually was happy with the ending of The Haunting of Hill House and the rest of it. I only say that because a lot of people said that they thought the ending sucked. I didn't think it sucked, but I definitely thought there was an element in there that really didn't need to be in there. But other than that, strong recommend. Strong recommend. Laszlo Sedemi says, whilst the EU is under threat from Article 13, the US has accepted a law that's technically anti-porn, but camouflages itself as anti-sex trafficking laws. So that also puts responsibility onto the service providers. It was pushed by a Christian fundamentalist organisation called Morality in Media. Whilst they have the different names nowadays, which I refuse to use, they're still owned by Christian fundamentalists. And they also helped tie down Tumblr's new rules that bans LGBT discussion. Whoa! Oh, Laszlo, fucking hell. If that's all true, that is fucked up. That's some really fucked up shit. I mean, I think what did it for Tumblr is, weren't they used as a platform for a group of pedophiles or something? That's always going to kind of make you have to readdress things. And they're owned by the company that owns Yahoo, so, you know, they've got this one kind of gentler media message that they want to push out there. And obviously they're doing it for the money, right? You need to be as middle of the road as possible to kind of reach that widest audience. Yeah, it's a shame. That being said, though, like, how to put it? Because, like, I don't have an issue. Well, obviously, I don't really have an issue with porn and stuff like that. And if somebody's a sex worker, I don't have a problem with them either. Everybody, like, it might not be my thing, but everybody's allowed to live their life the way that they want to, as long as it's not impeaching on others, right? That being said, what I'm talking about is I don't have a problem with, like, some kind of high-end lady who's in the porn industry who's happy living her life and she's in control. The problem is that I kind of get the impression that 99% of the time that's not the case. 99% of the time it's vulnerable people being taken advantage of by absolute fucking scumbags in the industry, like just sucking in young girls who don't know better and just chewing them up and spitting them out the other end, and like fucked up shit, man. Fucked up. So it's certainly not an industry that I would encourage anybody to go into, but if somebody's doing it and they're happy with what they're doing, then yeah, more power to you. Anyway, so yeah, banned discussions on LGBT shit. Laszlo, it's fucking time to be alive, isn't it? Guys, do you remember these, do you ever remember this thing where this Christian fundamentalist morality in media style thing, and I'm talking about years ago, they were trying to get the series of movies banned or something? Oh, and a video game. They were trying to get some video games banned, except the woman who was running it and running the fight against getting this stuff banned, she'd never seen them. She hadn't seen the game and she hadn't seen the films. She was banning it and objecting to it on concept and principle, but she had no idea, like, the actual what she was fighting or why she was arguing against it. Oh man, there's some problems. There's some problems. I don't have all the answers, but my god, there's some problems in the world. Anyway, thank you very much for the comment. Sorry to go on another ramble. Emishi Akoyomi. Oh my god, I hope somebody doesn't scroll through my YouTube history, listen to this and just go, oh my god, because in 10 years time, touch woods, you never know, I might make a bit. I'm not going to, don't worry. I like to keep things low key round at my end. But one day I'm going to get on somebody's radar, somebody who decides they don't like me, and they're going to listen to every DWM, and they're going to reach this one. They're going to be like, that's it, Mikey champions prostitution. He wants young girls to be vulnerable and stuff like that. Of course I fucking don't. Of course not. Fucking. But you know, that's how they're going to spin it. I feel like it's too late. I've already dug the grave, and I'm not going to edit this video because that's not what this series is about. I'm still going to put it out there. Please know that I have love in my heart. Please know that I don't think everything's okay. Anyway, Terrell676. Oh my god, I think I'm digging myself deeper. I don't think I'm digging myself out at all. Hey Mikey, I hope you're doing good. Yeah, Terrell, I've just burned myself. In 10 years' time, there's going to be like a Me Too thing, and a load of people are going to come forward about being offended by things I've said. But other than that, not too bad. If you ever get the chance, you should have a go at drawing the sirens from the Borderlands game. Oh, you're not the first person to say that, Terrell. I'm not going to make a note of it because it's on my to-do list. But Borderlands just doesn't look like the kind of game for me. I'm not actually a Now, I have to be very particular here, because there's simple styles in video games I love, circa Journey. There's a new video game I keep seeing adverts for, which looks like a sort of, you know, Knights on a Quest dungeon situation, but the animation style is really clean and really, like, simple. It's not like low res, but it does feel very low poly at a very high resolution. It looks beautiful. So stuff like that I actually love. However, I don't like video games necessarily that try to be very comic book and cartoon feel in the way that they're rendered graphically. And I kind of get the feeling that Borderlands is like that. It's a little bit too hard-edged. Yeah, that's it. I was looking for some more words there and I had none. Basically, yeah. So Borderlands hasn't quite kind of struck gold with me, like visually. Even though I do like very simplistic or very artistic stylization and choices when it comes to video games and media, just not particularly that one for some reason. Also, and I'll tell you what it probably relates to. It probably relates to the fact that, and we've been here a million times, that I do despise the use of 3D modeling to model characters in anime. I don't mind a 3D background or some complicated shit, but I still want characters and their actions and movements to be animated, not using 3D modeling software, because the rigging loses all of their animation and their action. It makes them look rigid and shit. Best example that we've talked about before was, do you remember they made an animated thing? It was Batman in Japan or something like that. And the moment I saw it, I was just like, that looks like a fucking visual nightmare. I know it kind of sounds really exciting, but the way that they've just done all the characters in 3D and they've rigged them so that they're just so fucking stiff and they move so unnaturally, it's impossible to watch. And by comparison, there's these like fan cartoons on YouTube called I want to say Batman in China or Batman Kung Fu. You'll know it when you search for it. It's basically these very short animations of Batman, I think, trying to chase down Catwoman, and they fight Bane for a bit. And you've got all these stylistic choices and expressions and these kind of movements and these non-kind of humanoid actions between them that really just fluidly express the idea of what's going on, far beyond, but it's so rigged accurately sort of thing. So that's kind of why I love one against the other. You kind of have to make excuses for the Berserk OVAs because they're, one of the better ways that Berserk's ever made it out there. The last two and I'm talking about the OVAs, guys, by the way, those 3 direct-to-DVD long-form movies, not the last 2 seasons of god-awful animation and stuff like that. Anyway, that's a rant that we've had before. But basically, yeah, I think because of that, things like Borderlands, they just really haven't done it for me, bro. Let me just say this. Caleb Bellis says, man, today's art really takes me back to the early days of naughty teenage me on the internet. Haha, cough. Ironic or not, this feels great. Feels like it's been ages since I tuned in for episode 100. Oh, thanks for hanging out back then. I've fallen a bit off of your videos and art in general. Yeah, no worries, man. Like, I'm very much the same. There's YouTubers I love and whose work I follow, but I do kind of go into phases where I'll just burn through a load of their content and then be done, and then I'll be into somebody else. And obviously I'm still subscribed to them all, but I sort of rotate my interests. So if you're kind of a bit in and a bit out of the whole mikeymegamega situation, yeah, no issues, man. Much love. Anyway, I still do a little bit now and then. I'm just sharing it with my girlfriend. Oh, no worries, dude. You've got a life. That's fine. I feel so happy and lucky to be going out with her. She's great. Have a great day. That's so sweet that you just wanted to share that with the world. Good on you. Have a great day, man. Your art is always an inspiration. Hashtag hardcore crew, mate. Same to you, dude. Patricio Rodriguez says boobs. I mean, hey Mikey. Hello, Patricio. I don't have any tea. Oh my god. Can I ban you? Let me just see. Right click. Actions. Report this user. Hide user from this channel. I'm going to give you one chance. I do have some convenience store iced coffee. Oh, okay. You're alright. It's so good and it's only $2. You should draw the game Gyaru Girls. They're from some new designs that the Game Grumps just released. Oh, technically it's a gender-bent Aaron and Dan, but it's done on a 90s action anime. Wait, a Game Grumps video game? Have they made their own video game? What? Yeah, I'll fan art that shit. Anyway, nice listening to a DWM. Finally, was getting some stuff done on the sketchbook. Yeah, I know, guys, my video production's so bad. And I'd tell you that it's going to get better next year, but I've got so many big ideas planned that I'm going to still be like right to the wire. Guys, this is a thing. I was talking to a very, very talented artist online a while ago, who's kind of doing a bit of YouTubing, and they did sort of say, they're struggling to find ideas for videos. And I was just like, dude, make a few more videos, and once you're kind of used to it, trust me, those floodgates are going to open up. If there's one thing I've not been worried about in an incredibly long time, it's trying to work out what video I might want to do next. Well, I'm probably struggling to work out in what order to do them, but like once you get your juices flowing into this sort of stuff, you just want to, it's idea after idea, you just want to keep creating. The problem is you don't have the time, and that is just horrible to just have to accept. You gotta decide which ideas you have to let go. Anyway, Shiny Piece says, I know you've probably gotten a lot of these types of comments millions of times, but it's thanks to your tutorials that my artwork has gotten so much better. No, mate, no worries, man. I do get a few comments like that, real nice ones, and it fucking warms my heart. It's the quickest way to put a smile on my face, to be honest. I could never have gotten to the point where I am without you, and I'm so grateful. Oh, Shiny Piece, you're welcome. I love the artwork in this piece. The fact it was made as a fuck you ironic statement just makes it so much better. Stay awesome. Oh, cheers, bruv. And Thomas Magno Souza says, Mano, tu é muito bom no que tu faz. Teus antigos tutorials estão me empurrando pouco mais no meus desenhos em criar this personal genus. Yeah, I can understand everything that you're saying, but it's just to train your Portuguese. Oh god. Thomas, come on, man. I know I should be able to speak Portuguese and I can't. Thomas, you gotta give me a break, bro. Ash Brooks says, I love the new outro, my dude. Love my ass off. Oh, thank you. I've been watching all the outros. Raquel Lilly, a very talented and awesome individual. Watching your videos since the start of the SAS and the DWMs, and I can't unsub to you because I'm ashamed of the content that I like to view, and I'm made to feel perverted for wanting to learn from your videos. Love your content as always. Keep it up, my dude. Oh, I see. Oh, you can't sub. Oh, so Ash, you're a long-term follower, but you won't click that sub button because you're concerned that my content's going to give off a wrong attitude. Well, that's fine, man. I don't mind. Thank you very much for following along. But I'm not going to change my content based off of user habits. It's not who I am. Few art even though I fucking should do, but I'm just not gonna. Few art illustration says, hey Mikey, hello good sir. I was stoked to see your comment on the newer Proco video on Kim Jong-gi. Oh yeah, I was commenting on that. I was well excited about that video. Definitely inspires me as you do. Awesome. Since you seem to like to view the telly and like suggestions, since you mentioned westerns, have you seen The Ballad of Buster Scruggs? It's now on Netflix. I don't watch too much television, however. An artist I follow to give this props and had to check it out. Oh, however, another artist I follow gave this props and I had to check it out. I just heard your comment about Proco as I was writing this, so I'd love for you to check out my art. Hashtag Hardcore Crew. Few art illustration. I'm not going to look right now whilst I'm burning through people's comments, but I have just opened you in another tab for a quick look later. Thank you very much, good sir. I didn't quite understand the middle bit about the stuff, but Buster Scruggs? Never heard of it. Right click, Control C, paste for later. Yeah, got to get on that. People I know are now completing Red Dead. We need to do, oh my god. Got to do Arkham City, then Spider-Man, and then I get to play Red Dead. Because I'm not going to complete The Witcher anytime soon. That's going to last me forever. Eres estupendo dibujando. Me encanto. Oh, Jonathan, thank you very much. That was really kind of you. Gracias. And Takafu says, hello, Mikey. I'm glad to see you back. Oh, on and off, mate. On and off, but glad to be here. That is one cute, sexy-ass Sonic-chan. I love your style, and I love the fact that most of what I know art-wise I learned from you. Oh, yeah, no worries. Don't just hang out, guys. That's really kind of you to say this stuff, but bear in mind, I'm no perfect artist. I'm just some guy who's learning as much as you guys are. I'm just a bit further down the road maybe than some of you, but I've got fucking a million things to learn, a million miles to go. To be fair, the road never ends. That's the magic. But don't just hang out in here. Look at loads of people who do art tutorials on YouTube and get like a wide feeling for it, and kind of you'll find the moments that work for you across loads of other people's content. Absolutely. I mean, if you can only hang out on one channel, then make sure it's mine. But if you get a chance, have a look at loads of people's stuff. It's going to do you the world of good. I certainly do. Actually, that's a lie. I barely have the time to, but I certainly want to. TFX says, hi Mikey. Hello TFX. I hope you have a good day. Yeah, other than the stuff I was talking about earlier, today itself hasn't been amazing, but overall, other than the fact that, we've all got challenges, generally it's all quite good and I'm quite happy. Did you know that oh my god, another thing to complain about. I've been again, I'm not going to go on this ramble, it's not a pity stream, but basically, because I've spent a lot of this year expecting to have a meeting with the courts or get into more conflict with the solicitor, it's not really an issue, it's just basically working out when I have to sell the house I'm in for mum's care home fees. And this should have been something that was wrapped up a long, long time ago. But basically it means I haven't been taking any holidays because I never know when it's going to happen. Sod's fucking law. Eventually I was just like, right, I cannot believe it's been this long. Fuck it. So I agreed to go back to Vegas on holiday with some friends of mine at the end of January. Just this fucking morning, I shit you not, I got the email from the solicitor saying, right, your court appointment where we discuss what we're going to do about your mum's finances is at the end of January. I'm just like, dude. Oh man, fuck me dead. Anyway, so I have to you have to literally, just to say, could you push the date back? You actually have to launch an appeal and write it into the courts just to say, I've booked a holiday. Is there any chance you can make it another time so I don't have to cancel it and lose my money? I'm laughing about it, but trust me when I say this shit gives me grey hairs. Quacks 2013 says, could you do a fan art of Samus? Oh yeah, Zero Suit Samus is a very strong request as well. Congrats on 400k subs. Oh, thank you very much, man. It's all down to you guys. I am German, so congrats. Oh, prima. Wie geht's? You've got a lot of different nations watching your videos. Oh, guys, if anybody wants to tell me, don't dox yourself, obviously, but if anybody wants to tell me what country or state they're from, I'd love to fucking hear it. We haven't done one of these, a round of where's the audience from, in a very, very long time. So yeah, actually, I might make that a proper question next year so we can get everybody involved, but don't be a stranger. You did grow a lot since I first saw your channel when you had about 50k subs. Oh, thank you. You deserve to grow way more. Quacks! Too kind. You've got to read more. And no, I'm not Hans, but I will get Ziluga if someone does a dumb joke about Germans, except for you, Mikey. Yeah, no worries, good sir. P.S. Nice singing skills at 49:30. Oh, cheers, bro. Mixtra 666 says, Soy yo SMI acaba de escrita la España para el día. Oh, that one I haven't quite worked out. Sometimes I can kind of fumble my way through understanding, but let me drop you straight into translate, because there's some words there that I don't know. Do. Let's hope it was something polite and not something rude. Translating. Is it me, or I just sprained the spine for its bristle? Well, I'm assuming you're referring to the Sonic fan art and the fact that her hair has become Sonic's bristles instead of them coming out of her spine. Oh, Jesus! Scared the shit out of me! So, guys, do you remember about 20 minutes ago I said I was opening this other YouTuber's YouTube channel because obviously she'd left like a comment or something, the vocal athlete one. I just clicked on the wrong tab to come back to your comments, and it just obviously it set off her unsubscribed intro video. Oh fuck, I was not I'm so sorry, guys. Oh fuck. Okay, in my defense, I'm not feeling very well today, guys. Oh, that really fucking spooked me. Weesh. Okay, God, I shouldn't have watched The Haunting of Hill House. Oh, by the way, guys, if you've got any suggestions for any other scary films, not shit ones, though, that's the thing. They gotta be good ones. I'm gonna judge you accordingly. Do let me know. Anyway, Soul Bomb says, Hey Mikey, long time fan, first time commenter. Oh, welcome back in, dude. Really love the stuff that you do, thank you. And I've been following you on my private channel for a while now, and finally gave me the inspiration to start my own drawing channel. Oh, good stuff. Love all the videos and your cheeky commentaries. Whenever I get a notification from you, I usually watch it as soon as I'm home from work. Oh, thank you, man. Keep up the rad work and look forward to the next video. Yeah, no worries. And Daddy McAwesome says, Hey Mikey, love the... Oh god, it's kindness overload right now. Love the channel. I particularly liked colouring a face tutorial that you did. Have you considered doing Theresa May? I'm not going to do a Theresa May drawing. I'm going to try not to get political, but I fucking hate Theresa May. And I'm not going to get political, and I'm not going to give you my opinion on the Tories, but I'm going to give you my... I fucking hate the Tories, okay? Just, oh, god damn it. And by the way, this is a safe space, guys. Everyone's welcome here. If you fucking love the Tories and you hate Labour, that's okay. You're more than welcome to your opinion. You can still hang out here and talk to me about anime and stuff. Don't think it's like that around here. That's just my own personal vibe. Anyway, I thought it could be really funny in your style. Have you ever played Dead Cells? It's bloody brilliant, but hard. Yeah, I really am interested in Dead Cells. There's two conflicting 2D platforms that I want to get into. Dead Cells looks really tough and really actiony. And then there's... I might not be saying this correctly. I think it's called something like Ori and the Blind Forest, which is another 2D platformer which looks really chill and really beautiful. So I don't know which one I'm actually going to sort of try to put my time into. Oh, and somebody very kindly gave me the download code for... one of my followers on Twitch gave me a download code for Hotline Miami 2. I've not played the first one, but I'm going to watch there's an animation or a manga set between the first and the second that you can kind of watch or read to get you into the second game. So yeah, I've got a lot of... So many video games. Oh, so little time. Anyway, yeah, no, thank you very much for saying, dude. Clang 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 Clang, ooh, good name, says the best thing about the Sonic movie design is that 100% of the Sonic fan base seems to hate it. Yeah, the same fan base with a small but loud number of people who defend garbage like 06 and Forces. I've yet to see anyone defend a movie poster. Yeah, man, we'll see how that goes. Die Hard 300, let me just sip this coffee, says, I completely agree. We may be getting a lot of shit from all sides this year, but the fact that people are losing their fear to speak up to the industry when they try to sell us garbage is a very good thing. Yeah, I agree. I mean, we can get a little bit too far down, you know what I mean? Like, we're always tipping the scales one way or the other. We can go a little bit too far down that negative road, but I think at the moment I fucking love where it is. Lazy Lahar RSP says, I hit a huge lethargic bump over the last few months. Whenever I watch your DWMs, I have to draw though. Because of that, during my bump, I stopped watching your videos. Oh, I see, dude. So that I wouldn't have to draw. Oh, you proactively didn't want to get into the drawing. Oh, that's really interesting. I finally started to draw again on a regular basis, so this is my first video back. Welcome back, good sir. Pleasure to have you. So great to be back in the artsy groove. Yeah, whatever your personal reasons are, man, for kind of giving it a bit of a break. No worries. It's a pleasure to have you back in, though. Sometimes you do need to put the pencil down. I agree that the idea of trying to draw a little bit every day is probably a great idea. Personally, the only way I enjoy doing anything is by not doing it all the time. And I tend not to, and again, this kind of links into me being awful with timekeeping and stuff like that, but I tend not to try to force I dream of the perfect routine where I get all my shit done and still have a social life, but I tend not to force myself to do a certain thing at a certain slot every day, because that's the quickest way for me to feel a bit frustrated about it. Twisted Faye says, Twisted Faye from Twitch says, the song you're thinking of, Mikey, is 98 Bitter Beings. Oh, the CKY track, yeah. Oh, dude, thank you. Bear with, I'm just going to pop that into the notepad file as well. My favourite song was when he was in the skater scene, but keep up the great vids. I lurk a lot in your videos. Haha, well, I had no idea. Seraph Stray says, as of writing this, the YouTube Rewind 2018 has become the most unliked video ever. That's good. That is good, indeed. You know what concerns me? Is YouTube went on Twitter and they said, we've broken the record, like they're kind of owning it, and said, we hear you loud and clear. We're going to make next year a great year. And what really concerns me is, like, I don't believe that they hear us loud and clear. Because what YouTube tends to do is kind of rewrite its own history. So next year they'll just be like, oh, do you remember how that was the most hated video? Well, great, this time we've put only 5 creators and stuff like that. And it's like, no. We're not angry at the creators, YouTube. We're angry at you and your policies and the way you enforce them. Don't you try to redirect. Don't you dare fucking try to redirect our intent on this. Anyway, let's not get angry. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. Let me just sip. I think if big YouTubers left this place, others would follow. I know I'd like to watch people I watch regularly elsewhere. I can't stand the censorship and the super PC way YouTube operates. It's not going to happen, and that's the thing. Guys, do you remember VidMe, the social video platform that tried to be a YouTube competitor? Except they couldn't even fucking manage their own site. Like, if you went onto VidMe, half the videos on their own trending page were things like why I'm leaving VidMe and why VidMe doesn't work as a platform. I think they shut down. I don't think they made it. I think they shut down sometime earlier this year. But there is a great response to VidMe video by a very astute individual called Dan Olson, Foldable Human, I think he is. Worth a Google. He's on YouTube. And Naru123 says, damn you, Mikey. Oh, what's going on, Naru? Why did you have to draw this super sexy and attractive gender bent Sonic? Goes to a corner to grab his tablet to draw a fan art of your fan art. Oh my. I am sorry, good sir. I hate to trigger people into the sexy town. No, I don't. And, let me go. Sorry. I need to sip this. Oh, man. This is the only talking I'm going to do today. Like, I'm on my last legs in my throat. And I'm all over the place tomorrow. I've got a lot to do. Richblade Dragonborn says, hi, Mikey. It's been a while. Hi, Richblade. Oh, hi, Mark. But I will always try to keep a bit up on your videos. Thank you. I love these as much as I mostly draw myself let me try that again. I mostly draw myself during watching your videos. You're my biggest inspiration. Oh, wow. Not only as an artist, but you as a person. Your voice is so relaxing. I'm fucking charmer. You make me blush. I follow you a long time now. I just like to say that I support you in any way I can, even if I can't respond on each video. Anybody who just clicks on my videos and watches them and gives them a thumbs up or whatever and just hangs out, I fucking gratefully appreciate it. Thank you so much, guys. Especially you, Rich Play Dragonborn. Pat Rossi says, you can get just as much expressions and emotions out of anime, and in many ways, not possible in live action. How can you draw manga as your main style and feel that way? Pat Rossi! So yeah, I said last week that although I'm a big fan of anime and manga, unsurprisingly, I'm not like a blind fan, and I'm not up to date. I'm a big fan of anime and manga from back in the day, and I've sort of held on to it. And I personally find it easier to, just to recap what I mentioned, emotionally connect with real life people a bit more than, not all the, by the way, there's 100 exceptions to this rule, thankfully, but I'm talking very, very vaguely, in that slice of life anime and stuff like that, I'd rather watch live action, because I think it's much easier to connect with a human on screen, for me personally, than it is to project those emotions onto some animated characters. And again, some anime is written so well, I'm 110% in. Like, all the main ones are fucking, I'm in there. There's a moment in Hunter x Hunter where Gon is in the Chimera Ant arc, no spoilers, but basically one guy's just like, I need this kid to prove his worth, because the situation we're going to go into is life and death, and I can't be worried about this kid having my back or not. So he kind of says to this kid, I want you to kind of attack me like you were going to attack this particular bad guy who's responsible for this particular bad event. Any of you guys will know what I'm talking about. And so you see this shot of the character, and when he says that, and he makes the kid Gon think about this other person who is really close to him, you get this perfect anime shot where it's just it's like low quality on purpose, and it caps off just the top of his face. You just see the tilt of his head change. You just see that there's no kind of glow or glint in the eye anymore, and all the colours just drop a little bit for this one fucking frame. And then he like goes in to do this attack, and then Killua steps in and sort of says, look, more Jubunda and stuff like that. It's fucking amazing. Like, I feel it. It's so good. It's so good. So don't get me wrong. Pat Rossi, I'm not saying that like I don't have those feelings. I just mean it in a very, very wide sense. If you put in front of me like two animes that I've never seen before, and two things that I've never seen before, and one of them's an anime about a kid sort of dealing with illness or something like that and trying to socialize, and the other's like a real life version, I'm gonna immediately relate a little bit more to the real life version of a character. That's just where I was going with that. But yeah, no, don't worry, like I get it, I do feel it. I do definitely get it out there. I want to talk about that more. Guys, we're going to make that, you know what, we're going to make that a question for a different DWM somewhere down the line. I'm going to just write down my notepad. I'm going to ask for you guys for about this is dangerous territory. I'm going to ask you for your, like, not necessarily the saddest, it can be bittersweet stuff or feel good stuff, but the most emotional moments in anime that really got your juices flowing. You can tell me right now if you want to in the comment section, but I'm going to make that a proper question for something next year. Oh, yeah, no, I'm well up for hearing about that. Spam Hand says, well, I thought Sonic-chan is kind of cute, if nothing else. Well, thank you very much, Spam Hands. And Noah Lenora Art says, a person with the name Taco made me very happy. I fucking love the Adventure Zone so much that it's my senior it's my senior ceiling tile. What? My school has a tradition where the seniors are allowed to paint a ceiling tile. Oh, that's fucking awesome. And I put it up wherever we want in the school. Oh, that's a really fucking cool idea. I really like that. It's the Adventure Zone logo and a bunch of items from the Balance arc. My senior quote is also one from my brother, and me. Basically, I love the McElroys. Noah, Lenora, that's really cool. I've never heard of that before. Oh shit, guys, I think we're running out of time, however, so I'm going to speed through a couple more comics. I'm just going to say, because we had so many people, just because it was a Sonic fan art, we had so many people commenting this, guys. No way I was going to do all of you. So Kira, Looney Flight, Little Michael, Area Flet, Damien McBain, Playgrish, Patience, Something in Russian, Cyrillic, Gusher, Maker, Bojack, D Diamond Crow, Yaha Noise, Mixy Nitro, AJ, Sam Hill, V for Vendetta, Shaken Scythe, Chamde, Sleepy Magi, Lord McKeefer, Ilmax. I've just skipped through all of your comments just for the sake of scrolling down, just to grab somebody a bit lower down in the comment section below, because I don't want to keep saying hello to the same people every time. I do want to mix it up. But thank you so much for commenting whatever it was, and of course don't forget that you can just copy and paste it and stick it into the comment section of this episode. I'm sure there'll be a lower amount of people now that I'm not drawing Sonic, and I'm more likely to catch it next time around, so please don't be too frustrated. Thank you very much for being involved. Geek in a Jeep says, oh my god, you cracked me up, most entertaining art channel I've found. Oh, thank you. Also very informative as well. I wouldn't care if your videos were 2 hours long. Oh yeah, but well, yeah, no, we might have to go down that route. The thing is, it's some videos I can still fit into an hour and talk to most of you, and some videos like this one I barely scratch the surface of all of your comments, but maybe we're going to make these a bit longer. I honestly still don't know. I still think an hour is just a very good amount of time. If you've got a spare hour, you know that you can do a DWM. If you need to wait an hour before you go out, you know that you can do a DWM. So if I make it a really odd thing, like an hour and a half, it might lose that usefulness. Anyway, still scrolling. Hillary Ford says, here's my complaint. People who say they take commissions but don't respond to anything. How do you take commissions if you don't respond to inquiries? Ooh, well, let me just clarify that I don't take commissions right now. I'm definitely closed, but yeah, that's a pain in the ass. And not that I don't fucking love people who want to support me by sort of paying for artwork and stuff like that. I'm just closed for the moment. The Gaming Poo says, shit, I woke up at 6:05 and I was hoping I'd be one of the first viewers. Thanks for introducing me to flipping my drawing. Were you not flipping before? Oh my god, it's going to change the way you do art. Hashtag hardcore crew. Hashtag I miss you. Sorry. I wasn't expecting that one. Hashtag sip of liquid. Oh, I'm going to end it on that. I miss you guys too. Guys, when I'm not doing videos, do be aware that I do miss doing videos. But sometimes life, I've got to deal with stuff. Sometimes I might just be a bit down and just not up for it, and I've got to fucking be true to myself, so to speak, and just look after myself first. But as a very general rule of thumb, most of the time, 9 times out of 10, I'm not doing videos because I'm just too behind. But trust me, I fucking want to. I do really, really enjoy this. Guys, thank you so much again. I hope you all have an absolutely fantastic week. But before we go, let me just stop and say a great big thank you to my delicious patrons on Patreon. For a while now, they've probably been scrolling on the screen, but let's just do a little shout out for the big boys, who are Zahaki, Zenith6, Homongchi L, Andrew E, Joshua H, Mateo E, Nemuditor, Epic Kara, Brendan F, Gabriel C, Kamada L, Smooth Criminal, and Fabio. You guys are from my November Patreon crowd over, higher end guys. Again, you're the only ones, as of me recording this, who I've not sorted out your October rewards, or at least sent them. But trust me, I am working on them right now. Like, I've literally, on another tab, I've got some of my sketches that I'm thinking about working for the extra content. So thank you so much, guys. You don't deserve to be pushed back this far and have to wait so long for all this stuff. None of you guys do, but I am playing catch up. I've just got to accept that and get on with my life. Thank you so much again, guys. Have yourselves a bloody lovely week. And, oh wait, yeah, tell me about your hopes for next year. But other than that, take care.